What's on, guys? Just came back to my channel, and I'll be doing a review for Aew Dynamite on 34th Street. So let's get to it then, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas and stuff. So let's get to it. The first match. Alright, Continental Classic, Will Ospreay versus Brody King. Will Ospreay's theme hits, and out comes Ariel has to kick off this week's show. The first several Continental Classic bouts scheduled for tonight's show. Brody King makes his way out next, and the bell's time to get this one started. Fans immediately break out into Ospreay singing chants as he throws some leg kicks out at the bigger man. Taz joins us, Cowboy Shivani on commentary for the first time in a while. Brody backs Ospreay into the corner and launches him halfway across the ring. Alright, Ospreay counters a Gonzo bomb from King with the Hurricane Run that sends him rolling out to the floor to recover. He doesn't get that chance, however, as Ospreay launches himself onto King on the floor. King takes over as Taz hilariously called it a tailbone Jones back into the ring post spot. Back in the ring, the two trade shots. Ospreay hits the ropes, but King gets him with a back body drop, a big one too. King checks on his tooth, which appears to be loose as the show heads into a mid-match commercial break. As the action in our opening contest continues, when the show returns, Ospreay takes over and hits an absolutely insane twisting splash onto King on the floor. Back in the ring, he follows up with a big move for a close 2 count, and then King starts to fight back into competitive form. King no-sells some Ospreay chops and forearms, and then chops the living hell out of Ospreay. This draws gas from the crowd, and shock and awe from Ospreay himself on the floor. King hits a running drive by onto Ospreay on the unforgiving guardrail. Back in the ring, King gets a close 2 count. King continues to dominate until Ospreay somehow gets the big man with the Styles Clash for a close 2 count of his own. Ospreay goes for the hidden blade, but King counters and Donkey Kongs him for a close 2 count. King hits another big Gonzo bomb for another close 2 count, and now King is starting to look discouraged at his inability to finish Ospreay off. Ospreay fights back and hits another hidden blade for a close 2 count. Ospreay hits a big follow-up finisher for the win. Excellent opener. That was a good match. Alright, so winner is Will Ospreay. Alright, the Hurt Syndicate, it was backstage. Alright, backstage we see the Hurt Syndicate arriving when Renee Paquette approaches them and brings up Shelton Benjamin's big match in the Continental Classic tonight. She also informs them that Bobby Lashley and MVP have been banned from the building tonight. MVP Lee or something wishes her a Merry Christmas and walks off Lashley. Alright, second match coming up, Continental Classic, Darby Allin versus Ricochet. Inside the arena, Darby Allin's theme hits, and the fan favorite makes his way to the ring for more Gold League action and the ongoing Continental Classic tournament. He sells in the ring, and then Ricochet's theme hits. He comes out to the fans, throwing crap at him in Hammerstein Ballroom. Again, it was toilet paper, so anyways, alright, the bell sounds, and off we go. Darby Allin starts off strong, but as the match develops a bit, Ricochet begins shifting offensive momentum into his favor as he continues to settle into the lead. The show heads to a mid-match commercial break as the action continues. When we return, we see Ricochet still in control of things when another roll of toilet paper is thrown at him by the fans. Ricochet throws it back just as Darby brings him down to the floor off the ring apron the hard way. Darby begins taking over as the crowd goes wild. Alright, Ricochet takes over again and brings the fight back out to the floor where he lays Darby on the table. He sets up at ringside. He takes his sweet ass time heading to the top row and eventually dies with a 630 senton, putting Darby through the table with an insane crowd reaction. We see 100 replays of this, which looks amazing from every angle. It was good. Alright, anyways, as both guys recover, we head to another mid-match commercial break. When we return to continue to trade control of the offense, building to a dramatic finish, which sees Darby hit a top rope coffin drop and go for the pin right as the time was taken away. He didn't make it. This one ends in a draw due to points. Ricochet advantage to the semifinals. Time, which is a time limit draw. Damn, it was a good match though. Anyways, AEW Continental Classic, Commander versus Clark Casanoli. Ricochet leads the ring to a bit of booze, super smug about advancing to the semifinals as he heads up to the ramp. Darby leads the ring as Commander makes his way out with Allin offering some advice before making his way up the ramp. Excuse me, I'm sorry guys. As Commander heads to the ring for our next match, hoping to finally score some points in the Continental Classic. Okay, with the new ROH World Television Champion in the ring, we cut to a promo from Jay White who talks about the four-way match at World's End for the AEW World Championship. John Moxley knows the most dangerous thing for him is a one-on-one match with the Switchblade, hence this four-way match. But no matter how crowded match may be, White will find his way to the champ and the title. After he wraps up his backstage promo, the show heads to another commercial when the we return. Claudio Castagnoli is settling in the ring after finishing up his entrance. The bell sounds official off running with our third straight Continental Classic tournament till we see some more basic back for action, and then things quickly pick up. Commander fights back from underneath and hits him instantly with high spots. He pulls out a Darby Allin looking pink coat and grabs brass knuckles folded in. The action continues, and Commander hits an insane flipping finisher off the ropes for the win. So winner is Commander. All right. All right. Commander gets beat down from the arriving Death Riders. This is interrupted by Jay White running to the ring, soon joined by Orange Cassidy. But the Death Riders overwhelm the pair, clearing the ring. Before Mox gets a microphone, Mox says this is as close as these two will get to seeing the world title, but is interrupted by the arrival of Heyman Adam Page, who is joined by his fellow challengers in the ring to stare down the champion down. Alright, they clear out of the ring, leaving the briefcase with a towel behind and the challengers staring each other down at ahead of World's End, where they all do battle with Mox with the towel on the line. Alright, next match coming out, Continental Classic, Konosuke Okada. I'm sorry, I suck at names. Okada versus Shelton Benjamin. It's coming up next. The Continental Classic Christmas action continues as we hear the coin drop. The Hammerstein Ballroom crowd goes wild as the defending AEW Continental Classic Okada makes his way down to the ring for our next match of eating. Shelton Benjamin's theme hits, and out comes the standard of excellence with the Hurt Syndicate banned from the building. The bell sounds, and Fisher off running. With this one, we see some even Stevens back and forth action for the first few minutes. Okada starts to pull up ahead. The fight spills out to the floor, where the Rainmaker hits a DDT to Benjamin on the unforgiving floor. Back in the ring, Okada continues to work him over until Benjamin does a single leap to the top to bring Okada down the hard way for a close 2 count. On that note, the show heads to a mid-match commercial break, where return Benjamin is controlling the action before getting Okada in an ankle lock. He cranks away at it, but Okada eventually escapes after some more back-and-forth action. Okada hits the Rainmaker for the win. They shake hands afterwards. Winner is Kazuchika Okada. Alright, backstage with Swerve and Strickland stuff. Alright, backstage we hear from Swerve Strickland as he talks about 2004 and his plans to rebound in 2025, only to be interrupted by Ricochet, who gloats about his semi-final spot at Worlds and promising to do what Swerve couldn't by winning the Continental Classic. Strickland shuts him down here, saying he's rooting for him, but Ricochet had better not blow it. Swerve walks up with Ricochet making a remark that this is why you don't have a house no more. Damn, and it went to commercial right away. We had to a quick commercial break. When we return, we see Chris Jericho's latest New York Minute vignette. This time, the ROH World Champion finally accepts the challenge from Anthony Bowens. The match is set for this week's episode of AEW Rampage Friday night, which will be the final Rampage. Thank goodness. Anyways, next match coming out: Tony Storm versus Taya Valkyrie. We head to inside the Hammerstein Ballroom, where not so timeless Tony Storm makes her way out to the ring, looking like a enthusiastic fan experiencing everything for the first time. She sells in the ring and her music dies down. Now the theme for her opponent hits, and out comes Taya Valkyrie. The bell sounds and Fisher off running with this one. Taya gets the advantage early on here, wearing down Storm as the crowd plays into Tony's confusion with "she's a rookie" chants. Anyways, alright, Tony starts fighting back after being sent to the corner, but Taya catches her by surprise, dropping her to the canvas before leaving the ring and driving her leg into the ring post. As we head to a mid-match commercial break, her return, Storm fights her way to victory and looks shocked that she won. So winner is Tony Storm. Alright, next match coming up, Continental Classic, Daniel Garcia versus Kyle Fletcher. Main event time, but first we see a video package looking at the road to AEW World's End, where former bro Chachos, MGF, and Adam Cole will do battle for the diamond ring after the package wraps up. We head to another commercial break. When we return, Renee Paquette's backstage with Heyman Page. Christopher Downs walks up, and the two have words about being around since before AEW was a thing. After this wraps up, we return inside the Hammerstein Ballroom for our final match of the evening. Okay. And another Continental Classic bout, it will be Kyle Fletcher and Don Garcia going one-on-one to make their respective ring walks. And then the bell sounds to get this one official running. Fletcher ends up establishing the initial offensive lead as fans boo him like crazy. Fuck you, Fletcher chants. Somehow makes it through onto the taped show. Yeah, the fans can say anything when it's taped, so who cares? So, anyways, Fletcher knocks Garcia down, and he lands hard on the floor at ringside. Garcia holds his neck as Fletcher comes out to go after him. Garcia fights back and starts to take over control of the action until Fletcher powerbombs him onto the corner of the ring apron. We head to mid-match commercial break. On that note, when we return, we see some more bad for action on the floor until Garcia hits JPDT on Fletcher in the ring. Fletcher starts to take over and hits some wild spots. One of Rich pops the crowd huge. He goes for an arrogant cover, but only gets a count of two. The two end up slipping and botching a spot out of the corner. They're both down and slowly recovering. Garcia gets Fletcher, and a sharpshooter. He cranks back like crazy, but ends up leaning too far back, committing ends up costing him as Fletcher manages to escape. Fletcher blasts Garcia with a big knee to the jaw. Fletcher runs across the ring with a boot to the jaw of Garcia in the corner. All right. On that note, on the top rope, Fletcher hoists Garcia up and connects with a brainbuster onto the turnbuckle. Garcia looked like the damn near died upon landing. Fletcher drags Garcia's lifeless body back into the middle of the ring and covers him for the pinfall victory with the win. Fletcher advances whatever. Anyways, after the match, the commentators run down the updated lineup for AEW World's End 2024, including the Continental bouts. The theme for Will Ospreay hits, and he comes out and confronts Fletcher. Ospreay and Fletcher face off. We then cut to Jon Moxley and Marina Shafir in a special video message. Mox says he separates the week at World's End, and then the Death Riders can continue their mission. That's how the special AEW Dynamite on 34th Street goes off there. Anyways, winner is Kyle Fletcher. Alright, it was a good show tonight. It was very good. I enjoyed it, but it was good. But the Continental ones were more better. Yeah, so everything was good. It was non-stop action. It was a little bit talking, but not much, like other AEW episodes did and stuff. Yeah, it was good tonight. Anyways, hope you had a good holiday Christmas day. I kind of did a little bit, but same as always, nothing much going on. So hope you guys had a good holiday Christmas and all that. And so like, subscribe, hit a bell button, leave a comment if you guys want to leave a comment. I don't care what you guys do, and that was it. And I'll see you guys in the next video, and Merry Christmas, alright? Laters.